Hi, this is Emma and welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to bring you the 12 Days of Christmas mini-series. For day 7 we are going to be making a Santa body chocolate orange cover. For this project you will need DK yarn, and I'll list the amounts in the description below, a 4mm crochet hook, scissors, a darning needle, stitch marker and of course a chocolate orange. Let's begin. To start we're going to create a magic ring, so I'm going to wrap the yarn around my fingers creating a cross, flip my hand over, insert my hook under the first loop, pull in the second loop underneath and we'll secure with a chain. Into that magic ring we are going to work 8 half double crochets, so that's yarn over, insert and pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. So again, yarn over, insert your hook into the ring and pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. And we'll repeat this until we have 8 half double crochets. We'll then pull on the tail to close the magic ring and we'll slip stitch to the first stitch to join. For round 2 I'm going to chain 1, and this does not count as a stitch, and then I'm going to work 2 half double crochets into every stitch around. Once we've worked that last stitch, be careful not to confuse the slip stitch from the previous row as a stitch, as this does not count, and then we'll slip stitch to our first stitch to join. Our magic ring has slipped open, so I'm just going to pull on the tail to close it, and we'll move on to round 3. So we're going to chain 1, we're going to work 1 half double crochet in the first stitch, and we'll increase into the next stitch, so that's working 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. And this will be our pattern repeat for this row, so 1 half double crochet, increase into the next. And then we'll slip stitch to join at the end. Moving on to round 4, we're going to chain 1 and we will half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and we'll increase into the third. And this will be our pattern repeat, so we're going to work 2 half double crochets and then increase into the next. And at the end we will then join with a slip stitch. Rounds 5 and 6 are worked the same, so we'll chain 1 and we'll work 1 half double crochet in each stitch around, joining with a slip stitch at the end, and we'll repeat this for 2 rounds. At the end of round 6 we're going to chain colours, so we're going to insert our hook as if we were going to slip stitch. I'm going to hold the tail out of the way and I'm going to bring in my new colour, which is black. So I'm holding the tails together and I'm going to slip stitch with the new colour. For round 7 we're going to chain 1 and we'll work 1 half double crochet in every stitch around. At the end we are going to insert our hook to slip stitch, and we're changing back to the red, So I'm holding my black tail out of the way. I'm going to pull on the red tail just to tighten up that slip stitch from earlier. And then I'm going to slip stitch with the red colour. I will chain one, and then I'm going to cut off our black yarn as we no longer need that now. So I'm just going to snip it, and I'm going to knot the ends together, and this will secure them so we can sew them in later. Rounds 8 and 9 I'll work the same way, so we've already chained one, and I'm going to work 1 half double crochet into every stitch around, slip stitching at the end, and we'll repeat this for 2 rounds. I'm going to change colour again, so I'm going to insert my hook to slip stitch, hold my red tail out the way and join my white, holding the 2 tail ends together to slip stitch with the new colour. I'm going to then chain 1 to secure. We no longer need red, so I'm going to snip the red off, and I will knot the red and white tail ends together just to keep them secure, and we can sew them in at the end. So for round 10 we've already chained 1, and I'm going to work 1 half double crochet in every stitch around. And once we've done our last stitch, we'll then join with a slip stitch. 11 is going to be our decrease row, so we've already chained 1. We're going to insert and pull up a loop. We'll have 2 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through 2. This is a single crochet, and we're going to repeat it again. So working 1 more single crochet. We're going to work an invisible decrease, so at the top of our stitches we have our V stitches, we have our front loop and our back loop. The invisible decrease is worked over the front loops only, so we're going to insert into the front loop of the first stitch, insert into the front loop of the second stitch, we'll yarn over and pull up a loop, we'll have 2 loops on our hook, we'll yarn over and pull through 2, and this is basically turning 2 stitches to 1. And this will be our pattern repeat, so 2 single crochets, and then we'll work a decrease. So using the front 2 loops of the next stitch, and we'll single crochet them together. And we'll repeat this all the way around. Once we're at the end of the round, we're going to snip our yarn, and I'm just going to pull my hook up out of the loop, and we're going to fasten off with an invisible join. So I'm just going to pop a needle onto my tail. We'll have our tail end coming out of the last stitch that we created, and we just find the first 2 stitches. An invisible join is going to create a false loop over the first stitch of the round. So I'm going to insert my needle under both loops of the second stitch and pull it through. Where the tail has come out of the last stitch, I'm going to insert my needle directly down the centre, and I'm going to pick up both loops of the stitch. And I'm going to just move my tail out the way so we can see our first stitch of the round, and I'm going to insert my needle directly down the centre of that stitch, again picking up both loops. So I've gone through the last stitch of the round and the first stitch. We'll then just pull it through, and we're going to pull on it until our loop that we're creating is the same size as the rest of our stitches. So just be careful not to pull it too tight. We can then go ahead and sew the ends in on the inside and fasten off. Moving on to the buckle, I am going to pop a slip knot on my hook, and I'm going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And I'm then going to slip stitch to the first chain, and this is going to create a ring. So all our stitches this round are going to be worked directly into the centre of a ring. So I'm going to insert my hook and pull up a loop, and we're going to work a single crochet. So we'll have 2 loops in our hook, yarn over and pull through 2. I'm going to work another 2 more single crochets. So 1 and 2. I'm going to chain 1, and this is going to act as our corner of the buckle. I'm then going to work 3 single crochets. We'll chain 1, 3 single crochets, and we'll chain 1, and then we're going to work a final 3 single crochets, finishing with a chain 1. We can then snip our yarn to fasten off, leaving a tail long enough to sew to the body. So to start off with, I'm going to sew in the tail end from my magic ring. So we'll just pop the tail onto my needle, and I'm just going to pass it through the back of a few of the stitches to secure, and then we can snip it off. We'll then pop the needle back onto our longer tail, and we're going to fasten this side off with an invisible finish. So locating the second single crochet of the round, and we're going to go directly under both loops. Where the tail comes out of a last stitch, we are only going to be able to pick up 1 stitch as it is a chain, but then I'm going to go directly down the centre of the first stitch, picking up both loops, and then pull it through. So that is our buckle complete. The chain 1 stitches will be the corners of our buckle, which is where we're going to attach it to the body. I'm going to bring the body in, and I'm going to place it directly over the belt, and it should line up 1 row above the belt and 1 row below the belt. So I'm just going to insert my hook and come out 4 stitches from the starting point, and this will be as wide as your buckle is. Locating that chain 1 and picking it up, I'm just going to attach it by going directly down where I came out of, going 1 row below the black belt, again locating that chain 1, picking up that stitch, going back down through where I came out, popping back out again 4 stitches over, and repeating this until we have tacked down all 4 corners of our buckle. We can then go ahead and sew in all of our ends. And that is your Santa body complete, and we can pop him on to the chocolate orange. I hope you've enjoyed making your Santa body. Thank you for watching. Please do consider liking and subscribing. It really does help my channel out, and I hope to see you on day 8. Bye!